This is the Zombie Killer Mentalo. This is Edward Wild III.
And this is Crude Oil Cody Mack.
And you're watching
Written on the Canvas.
We're on the road to Wrestlemania. It doesn't really feel like it's WrestleMania apart from that sign. And Cody is now the new champ. So, hey.
It's our anniversary.
1 year. 1 year of Written on the Canvas. Isn't that good news? That is very good news.
I can't even remember what happened last year. What happened last year?
But we were also getting ready for WrestleMania in Vegas.
So
and,
nothing has changed.
Oh yeah, and heel John Cena.
See, no, that's all been a blur. See, no, from what I remember, how we started was last year we were praising Triple H, and now we're disappointed. And then so many things were happening that honestly I can't really remember what happened last year.
We all thought it was like really good TV, but then we were all excited for The Rock to come out at Mania.
Only to leave us because
Yep.
he had other priorities. And then Travis Scott just fucked us over like that, and Cena was gone.
Cena,
he just
now
happily tapped out.
Yep. Well, rest in
I
peace,
mean,
John Cena's career.
If you think about it, how his retirement tour went, and everything didn't go as planned because someone just didn't care. I kind of don't blame him for tapping out like that, story-wise.
He's going to do the job. That's what they want him for, then that's what they want him for.
You look so disappointed.
I'm not excited for Mania. We're getting Cody versus Orton. We're getting Jade versus Rhea. And we're getting the Z-Bros going up against each other.
Can you even remember the storylines of this year and bleeding back last year? Because even when you were in the Philippines, they did a whole European tour thing, and I can't even remember what happened.
I caught one episode live when I was there. It was the one where I thought Chris Jericho was going to show up.
On a Tuesday.
On a Tuesday morning in the Philippines, watching Monday Night Raw on a Tuesday morning.
What I remember so far, we had Royal Rumble, Roman won, Morgan won. Saudi crowd was not it. I really wanted to be happy for Liv to win because finally she won, and Saudi was what do I remember from that? They panned to a woman and child cheering for her, and then that's it. And then maybe a few guys. Oh my God, she won!
Okay,
and I'm like,
look.
Oh, that's it. Okay.
I'll be honest with you. The crowds of these last two pay-per-views have sucked.
Are we including Chicago and
Yes,
elimination?
especially Chicago. I was not I've never really been a big fan of the Chicago crowd. And
I think the last time I heard them erupt is when CM Punk came back, obviously, and then after that, it's like,
yay! Our guy is here! Hooray! Yay! CM Punk! CM Punk! He could be a very nice guy in real life, but I don't like CM Punk's character or Hell.
Alright, so Rio lost the tag belts to Nia and Lash. That's really great for them. I feel that Rhea and Io really just kind of bumped up the tag team division, just elevated it a little bit, just because it was kind of mid. No one really remembered the tag division for women, so good on that, despite it only lasted for 50 days, 53 days, and then I'm not mad about them losing. Nia and Lash got it, and I'm enjoying them so far.
I think it's a really good pairing. Again, I'm not a big fan of the name, but at least it's better than Pure Fusion Collective.
What's their name?
The Irresistible Forces. Not real freaking original, huh?
It's kind of better than Pure Fusion Collective.
I am actually going to an indie show to watch Shayna Baszler in a couple weeks.
You can jokingly say that I loved Pure Fusion Collective.
Nah.
Speaking of tag team division, I forgot about the White Six because they lost their belt and then they still don't have their lantern. They have that whole thing going on with Solo. I kind of not cared.
And now Damian and R-Truth are going after the tag title. I completely forgot Jimmy and Jay were the tag champions.
Me too.
They haven't been coming out with them, and when I saw Jimmy getting ready for his latest match, it had on the screen he was holding the tag belt. So I was like, holy shit, what the fuck are they doing with this? They're not even coming out with it? These titles don't mean dick all.
Oh God. Oh.
When's the last time they've actually been, shown? And
Are we talking about the pizza belts?
yes,
The penny
pizza
belt?
belt. The pizza belt.
Ugh, those ugly things. Did we really need
No.
another pair of tag belts? Because I forgot about them already.
No, they definitely don't need
And
any
they
of
were
those.
ugly, so
And in a lot of cases, I do think some of these companies have too many belts. They could maybe find a way to make both mid card women's titles mean something, but it seems like whenever one is flourishing, another one is just being squandered. Like Julia with the women's US title, like she's been given nothing, and
the
it's
fact
just
that
not.
James Kiana is actually doing slightly better than her now, it's a little. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we
Uh,
doing?
I don't know. We're complaining like we do
What?
best.
I mean, what's new? It's a new year. It's a new complaint.
A new complaint, but hey,
Complaints. It's more than one. And we haven't talked about the WWE in so long.
no, I
Since
know.
since Cena's retirement thing or retirement video, it's been so long. And then you went all the way to the Philippines, and what was I doing? See, exactly. I can't even remember what I was doing.
I remember how excited we were in episode 3, episode 4, or something, and it was all just like, "Oh, hey, we're on the road to Wrestlemania," and now it's
We're excited. Oh my god, it's gonna be a great show. And now it's like,
oh,
what the fuck's happening?
I'm so glad they're going back to Vegas rather than going to New Orleans. What's so fun about New Orleans? Nothing, that's for sure, according to WWE.
I really wanted them to be in New Orleans. I was really looking forward to that. And remember when we thought we were gonna save money? We're really gonna start saving money to go to New Orleans for WrestleMania. Remember that? Remember
Yeah,
that? But
yeah.
then Orange. No, you know what? I'm not even gonna go there. No, remember that? And then no, they just decided I'm not going there. I'm gonna keep that out. I'm not going there. But then they just decided to go back to Saudi, and now we're going back to Las Vegas for this year's WrestleMania. Adding on to that, we still have the Vision. I forgot about the Vision. Then half of the Vision is injured,
It has not been a good year for Paul Heyman.
and Seth comes back. So, what are we gonna do around here? And speaking of injuries, I keep jumping back and forth. Chelsea Green is still working despite wearing a boot.
Yep. And now Jordan Grace is on the list. I wish they'd bring back house shows. I know this kind of doesn't seem like it's all related, but I feel like the fact that they've taken them out, it really affects the workers in general. Like instead of giving them a chance to learn how to play around a crowd and maybe even building more of a callus for doing moves and trying to find a good way to do it safely, maybe some stuff could change. But nope.
I miss house shows, even though I've only been to one, but it was a lot of fun.
House shows are so good. Now that we've been to a couple of live broadcasted shows, I can easily say house shows have been my favorite.
Oh yeah.
Easily. Yeah. Like that's so much fun. Anything can go and I love it, but not anymore. That's another thing to complain about. No house shows and TKO is just making everything worse though.
And speaking of missing out on improving in performance, how about Raquel at Elimination Chamber? She actually got booed when she was eliminated.
Oh man.
I really wanted her to be a part of the final 2 at least.
I wanted her to win so badly.
It would have been so good, but I mean, it makes sense why Rhea won. I get it, but it would have been so great if Raquel won, and I've been very pleased with her improvement overall.
Let's be honest. Raquel is an absolutely seasoned veteran, and she is very good. But Do you think she can really pull a great WrestleMania match out of Jade Cargill?
Not yet.
Exactly.
Not yet. That's
If
why I said yet. She's
exact.
great so far.
Oh,
Yet.
yeah, absolutely. But Jade's still pretty rough around the edges when it comes to her in-ring work.
And also, thank God Randy won the chamber instead of Cody, even though that didn't age well at all.
Yeah, we all knew Dusty's kid was gonna get it.
But that's okay. That's okay. At least we finally get to see Rhea have a match with, but it's kind of awkward, especially with their feud online. It was something.
It doesn't exactly get me excited to see a wrestling match talking about being in creative's ear. Can you imagine if Stone Cold tried using that line in a promo back in the day? People be
Wait,
like,
what was the
"What?"
line?
It's like you're always in creative's ear.
To get what you want. Is that
Yeah.
how you weaseled into WrestleMania last year? It was part of her character. That was the whole point of Rhea's character at the time, was to weasel in to a WrestleMania match. But again, this could have been a really poor attempt of a work of an online feud. It just came across as kind of cheap heat.
I don't know, not even that. Like it kind of felt like it came across like Ronda Rousey's whole build up towards
It's
Becky
weird.
Lynch and Charlotte Flair.
It's weird. And then I don't know why, but I had the feeling of maybe Triple H said something and he's like, "Oh, that's too far." So she tried to do damage control on SmackDown's promo, which by the way was also awkward. Like,
I'm bigger. I got
I'm
more
bigger
muscles.
than you. And then Rhea's like, "Yeah, you are. But I also work out to wrestle." And it, huh? What? I know Rhea is better than that. I know her mic skills are better than that, but is that what y'all came up with? Is that what the writers? Is that what Chat GPT came up with? Come on. Come on.
You got me. Oh, but seriously, Jay didn't exactly give a lot for Rhea to go off of.
They just kind of threw each other together and then, oh, Road to WrestleMania. Two powerhouses fight against each other. Oh, let's all point to the sign too. Let's not forget.
Point at the
Point to
sign.
the
Make sure to point it. Point at the sign.
I really do see Rhea getting this belt away from Jade because it's not doing it for me. She had like what, one title defense?
And 2 injuries. Although to be fair, like Dom's second IC reign has been kind of not really
It
going, but I don't know. Like at least Dom is entertaining. Jade's just
That's
not.
true. Jade is all like, "Cause I'm that bitch. I'm that bitch.
I am that bitch.
Cause I'm big and scary. I'm that bitch."
She's bald. She's bald as she's tormenting people that have hair.
You know what? I would have found Nia to be at least more entertaining than Jade with the belt.
Yeah.
That's just my personal opinion because even with Nia, I know a lot of people don't like Nia, but I actually find her so entertaining and really funny.
I know she's an absolute riot.
I saw this post online where someone said that Jade should have gone to NXT before heading to the main roster because I completely forgot about that. She skipped NXT.
Yep.
What the hell?
I don't know. Again, she's got a good look, but I don't
Good
know.
looks
Well,
don't mean shit.
they paired her up with Bianca Belair for over a year, and even then, it didn't really
It was a
do much of a
year?
difference.
It felt like a very short month.
Yeah, it was for quite a while. She just didn't do her any favors. Like I love the fact that it kickstarted Naomi's Proceed with Caution.
I can't wait for Naomi to come back, and I can't wait for Bianca to come back. But I don't know if you've been checking with her finger status, but she's just been doing physio, and it looks pretty painful. And then it's gonna take a while for her just to recover.
Yeah, I heard. I heard so.
So
Like that
we're not gonna
that's pretty
see
bad.
Bianca for a long time.
I miss her.
Me too. Instead, we got Jade's title reign. Anyway, what do you think about Rhea heading to SmackDown if she wins? What's there
Uh,
for her?
it can be good. It can bring some matches that we probably haven't seen with a while in a while. I feel like that keeps her away from Liv, and we don't need to do another playback of that.
No, not yet. They've really milked that storyline for like what, 2 years, 3 years? They revived it in 2024, like late of 2023. And then they had a whole thing in 2024, and then a little bit in 2025. And then, yeah, I agree with you. I feel like right now, if Rhea were to stay in Raw, I don't think there would be much for her.
Meanwhile, SmackDown, she can interact with others like Chelsea Green, Alexa Bliss, Charlotte Flair, and hey, these sound like they would be pretty damn good matches, and we know that Rhea and Charlotte are capable of.
Oh, yeah. I really enjoyed their match at WrestleMania when they were in Hollywood.
I've been enjoying these little segments Charlotte Flair has been doing, like with the
And you
ice
can
cream.
see she's actually having fun with it too. She's less of a serious character. She's
Yep,
actually having fun for once, and it's really refreshing to see Charlotte just have fun with a role instead of I'm gonna be a bitch, I'm gonna be a Flair. Woo!
I'm gonna be on top. Maybe seeing Jade be like that, she thought it's like, oh, maybe I need to lighten up. Plus, teaming with Alexa Bliss, how can you not have fun?
That's true, and I feel like Bliss has helped her a lot just balance out that dynamic too. So it's really nice to see some contrast there between them.
Yeah, exactly. But still, there's nothing really exciting me for Mania.
Well, now that Cody has his belt back, sorry, I shouldn't even call it his belt, but now that he has the belt back, he's gonna fight Randy. It's probably gonna be a fun match, even though no doubt we're gonna root for Randy. My dad is gonna root for Randy, but my mom and my aunt, no, they love Cody, alright.
Why?
I don't know. Like, maybe because Captain America vibes and the man of the people type of vibe. Straight up good guy. Very vanilla.
Yeah,
Personally, I find that boring, but they like it. My dad just laughs at them for liking Cody, but
I don't like Cody either. Like I was just thinking about the WrestleMania 40 and how me and Matt were just so excited when Cody won the belt. Like we were screaming, we had it on video and everything. We just got super drunk and just played a bunch of like WWE games. And I had to call in to work the next day.
I remember that. And
Yep,
also, the reason why we were so happy for Cody winning is because he finished the story. He actually had a goal. He actually had a concrete storyline and a build up. And now, huh? Well, what is he? We get who Cody is now. He's the big guy.
yep. He's QB1, and
Does he have a storyline? I'm confused.
he's got this thing going on with Randy now. But he,
Hey, Randy. Sorry, that just made me think of Matt Riddle in 2022. Hey, Randy.
Randy. Yeah, well, I mean, there's this thing with Sami Zayn.
I was really hoping for Sammy to just interrupt their match on Friday. But no, it was Jacob. We love Jacob, but it would have been nice if it were Sammy too.
My sets up is Drew's match for Mania. I guess this has always been the plan. So, quite frankly, I'm not mad, and I'm not even disappointed. I'm just
It is what it is.
exactly. Much like a lot of people are. The fact that Cody has the most dislikes on winning the belt on their YouTube now.
Aside from Jay winning the Rumble.
Wait, I thought Cody beat that now. It's now the
Oh
Cody.
yeah, like aside from that, he bypassed Jay.
But come on, what did you guys expect?
That's true.
Triple H accidentally leaked it like the boomer he is.
Oh, I actually missed that leak, but I heard people say that he leaked it, so I
Oh
missed
yeah,
it.
it was just shared all over social media, even CVV, and of course the Haroon twins.
Of course. Of
Yep.
course.
God, it must have a team of people just watching it, or even a few people just watching it just to post.
Probably. Meanwhile, we take about a week, week and a half, maybe a few weeks to even put out a video. It's just two of us. We're just two people. We don't have a team.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I can guarantee after this year, we're going to be posting a lot more consistent content.
We're not letting go of that pizza.
Not letting go of the pizza. uh,
Okay, back. Well, speaking of champions, his and her belts. CM Punk retains, and now AJ has the IC title.
by the way, Punk versus Balor sucked.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention to that match.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't good. It was not good.
I
Punk
like
versus
Balor though.
I like Balor, but they're just this match wasn't nearly as good as their first one. And even then, the fact that the crowd sucked so bad, yet they say they give this is awesome. Of course you fucking did. Sorry, but I hated that crowd. I think I hated that crowd more than the Royal Rumble.
Oh, this was in Chicago, wasn't it? Was
Yes,
this in yeah? Was this Yeah, this was
yes.
Elimination Chamber. See, I still can't remember shit, and we just had this.
Well,
Man. Okay, let's just hurry up and get these other few bits and notes out of the way.
okie doke.
Oba Femi!
Oh, but
Oba! Oba!
boo, boo.
I'm still excited for him to be on the roster, but so far he's just been having squash matches. Who do you want to see him feud with first? Do you have any ideas?
Either Brock or Gunther.
That
But
would be
that's
fun.
those are legit money matches. So they're probably not going to be putting him in a
Maybe
feud
down the
right away.
line, but not now. But like we're talking about his first feud here.
Hmm. All right. Well, they'd have to be believable,
Who's
right?
even on SmackDown?
Uh. Oh yeah. By the way, I totally forgot about Los Garza and Motor City Machine Guns.
Yeah, because they're all the way in AAA. So back to my question: who's on SmackDown? The fact that I can't even like
I
it's
mean, like I can name
a
the women,
blur.
but all right. Let me try it. Axiom, Motor City Machine Guns, Johnny Gargano, but let's see how long that lasts. Hopefully not.
I
Candice
feel like they're
LeRae.
gonna let him go.
I heard that he's going to be going soon, and this is why they're kind of doing this. But I don't know. I actually caught an episode of AEW last week at the gym, and seems like they got some pretty good wrestling over there.
If WWE is not working, AEW is always a second
Yeah,
outlet to go to. So there's no harm in that.
yeah.
Despite people will argue, "Oh, you guys don't know what you're talking about." It's a business. If they need another job, we have
They're
they have
yeah,
other places to go to
yeah.
other
Look,
than WWE.
if they're not happy with anything, whether that be money, their placement on the card, or just like anything in general, then they have every right to want to leave. Dreams
Absolutely.
are often different from reality.
Oh man, the IWC suck.
Yep.
Oh, Happy New Year!
Yay. Also, I'm 30.
Drop there.
Yep.
Yeah, and I'm turning 29 in August, so I'm right behind you.
Yep. That's for sure.
Oh, speaking of characters, Kit Wilson, toxic masculinity. I feel like he should feud with Matt Cardona because I think that would be a great starting point for them.
I think so.
Because Matt is kind of seen as a manly man, and he's also kind of low key gross. Remember that post that I think Chelsea posted on Twitter or something? But one of the maids from the hotel sent her a photo of his side of the bed, and it was just his tan that stained the bed sheet and the pillow, and I'm like, oh, that's so gross. And it's just his body print on the bed. Oh, that's so gross. That's toxic. That's toxic.
That is pretty toxic. That is pretty toxic.
I rest my case. I think that would be a pretty good feud with Kit and Matt. I think that would be a lot of fun.
Nick refers to Kit as that femboy.
Maybe in some communities, but yeah, I can see that.
Yep. Oh well, but speaking of like just joining Danhausen,
the crowd sucked for that.
But if we're being honest, isn't that the most Danhausen thing that could have happened?
He came out of a box.
He came out of a box and people were just booing.
And he had a whole dance number behind him.
Yep.
I'm kind of excited for him to be in the company because I know of him. I just have never seen his work. But I know of him. I know that he was an AEW, right?
Yeah. He was there for like 4 years, but they only used him for 2.
Okay. Maybe we'll see him strive here. And that's honestly the many things I miss about old WWE creative is that it used to be much more silly and fun. Even though, for example, even though we had the 24/7 belt, the segments were still fun.
Yeah.
We just had those moments where it's just slapstick comedy. They're not serious, but like we could get a good laugh out of it.
Let's just be honest. At the end of the day, these titles and these storylines are all just props. They're just meaning.
Oh yeah.
They're just things that are supposed to progress the story. And I feel
They're the MacGuffin.
Yeah, as crap as the 24/7 title was, let's be honest,
it was still entertaining.
Yeah, especially with R-Truth and Jinder.
And I don't know if you forgot what's his name. It starts with an R.
Rhino?
Reggie?
Oh right, Reggie. Yeah.
Yeah, he was actually pretty entertaining too. And that was my first introduction to him because of the 24 belt.
Yeah, he's pretty athletic.
And now I don't know where he's gone because the last time we heard of him, he was in NXT as Scripps with a really weird mask. Really weird character.
A year or so ago, I got really curious, and I looked him up, and he goes by Sydney something, and it seems like he's doing pretty well for himself. So, hey, if the guy's getting bookings and he's using what he had to further his career, then more power to him. He seems like a really cool guy.
All right. Oh, to add to Johnny Gargano, if you think about it, he brought back planking.
I don't know. I like comedy wrestlers. I like comedy wrestling. I like when they don't take themselves too seriously. And I know Johnny is a good wrestler, but hey, maybe if he sticks around, then this could be good. But the fact is, like, he's kind of stuck in the tag team division, even though his tag team partner's gone. The only people who even interact with him are the tag team division.
Kind of sad when you think about it.
Yeah, almost like they're just making fun of him.
Personally, I think maybe it's time for him to cut his ties and move on to a different company because it seems maybe there isn't a place for him in it anymore, and it seemed like they're not even trying with him.
Yeah.
So, especially with Candice, I know she can wrestle. I saw a little bit of her stuff in the indies, and nothing.
She's never even come close to that in WWE.
And you know what the sad thing about it? About Candice is that she was in Survivor Series when she was here, and I actually forgot about her.
Right, because Nia. She was partnered up with Nia around that time, right?
Bruh.
Fuck.
We remember Tiffany. We remember Nia. We remember Naomi too. We remember, of course, we remember Raquel and Liv. They're the big ones. But then Candice, we forgot. Oh,
not even her fault. Damn.
No, it's not even her fault. Oh,
damn. Well,
speaking of Liv, since I mentioned Liv, So far, I think the only storyline that I'm really kind of really interested in is Judgment Day, and they're parting from Balor, and now that Dom is cursed and he lost his belt to Penta, and Liv's gonna have her feud with Stephanie. I will give my 2 cents that the promos have been relatively solid. Liv has honestly improved a lot on her mic skills, so when she cut that promo, I think last Monday, that was pretty good. I liked that a lot. So I will say that I am looking forward to this. To that. Mostly that. But other than that, yeah, I think that's about it.
And of course, Roman had to be reminded that his dad's dead. He had to pull that out of Christian Cage's pocketbook.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what to say to that.
Well, I mean, it is what it is, I guess.
It is what it
Oh,
is.
but if you're asking me, it doesn't get me excited to watch a wrestling match.
Wait, for what? Sorry, you lost me for like a second.
Punk versus Reigns, what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah. I didn't even put that in the notes. Oh shit.
Well,
It was supposed to be the main event, and I was thinking about the women's, which by the way, happy Women's Day. So far the women's division has been slightly more entertaining than the men's lately.
well, come
Speaking
on,
of
CM Punk's
women,
CM Punk's the world
yay!
champion. Of course, it hasn't been that entertaining.
There are people that love him, and then there are people like us that are I'm not too crazy about Phil.
Yep.
And with AJ, honestly, I've never seen him wrestle. I knew of her 10 years ago when I was still in high school, and she was a big deal, and she left when I graduated high school, but seeing her now, she's entertaining. I miss that whole decade era where she was around. So to me, this is not my nostalgia. If that makes sense, this is not my nostalgia. So I understand why people are absolutely loving her right now, and they're happy she got a belt after many years. But it's cool.
She's doing what worked before she left, and I don't even know what to say. It's just, ah, okay, she's champion, great. Not, ah,
Well, the women's division's much more better than men's. Yeah.
well, so you're not wrong.
No, I'm not wrong. Well, after all that complaining, it's still been a year. Do you even remember what happened? Do you even remember how we started?
We started praising the fact that Triple H is getting going. Our second episode was all about how we couldn't believe John Cena turned heel, and here we are, 2 interviews under our belt. We've experimented with other types of content, and I think so far it's been a pretty good year of learning.
We've evolved. We've evolved as what do we call it? What do we call ourselves? Content creators? I know this is definitely a show, a wrestling show, and it's more than just a podcast at this point. It's evolved
Yeah,
into that. But what are we? I guess content creators?
I
I wouldn't call myself an influencer. Who the fuck am I
no
influencing? Who the fuck
no
am I influencing?
no. We are nobody is
No,
going to
we're
use that
not
term
influencers.
influencer here. I'd say that we're content creators at this point. Like, we make content and we post it. Obviously, there's still a lot for us to learn, but I feel like I've gotten a lot better at DaVinci Resolve ever since I started editing these videos. I'm pretty proud about that, and now it's helping me move on to different types of content that I am planning on making more in the future. And tell you the truth, I have not been having fun with the music thing for a long time now. I've been trying to feel it again. But I'm still gonna do it, but this is gonna be the main priority.
I honestly feel the same way about my screenplay writing, and if anyone listening who knows me, screenplay writing used to be my breathing air. I used to do it all the time, and yeah, I went to VFS for it, and continuously I was doing okay, but then I hit a point where it started to feel like Groundhog Day, and then getting back into wrestling, I thought, oh, this is just gonna be one of those inner child hobbies that would help my mental health, and it has. But I never imagined it being anything other than what it is now for me, which is another creative outlet that's leading more into something serious that I could see becoming serious down the line.
Absolutely. And it's been a lot of fun doing this too. I'm sure we've saved Matt from going through like these big paragraphs about how this show was bad because of this.
Whole
How,
monologue.
however, this was good. Yeah.
We made
Yeah.
a shit sandwich. Well, actually, no. It was mostly shit, and then we had like a little bit of praise, which is a little bit of salt. And it's like, it's okay. That's like a grain of salt. But this part was good, but everything was shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, here's to many, many more years.
And you know what's crazy? When I asked Shotzi for that promo back in end of August, and she did the promo and she said it's the podcast all about wrestling. It made me change a lot of the descriptions in our platforms, because in the bio it was like, oh, our passion for the WWE.
Yeah.
That
Well,
changed a lot.
I mean, it definitely did start with us just purely talking about the
Yeah.
WWE, but things changed. And because we've opened, minds to this sort of direction, it's giving us more of an incentive to step more into the wrestling community. And I think it's so far it's been pretty cool.
And I also like that we've been shifting our focus on indie wrestling shows too, because not a lot of people touch on that. From based on a lot of the wrestling shows and podcasts that I've seen online, it's more so just AEW, WWE. Oh, let's react to this and that, or like WWE back in the 90s. But no one really has, from what I've seen, no one has really shed any light on the indie community. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe Matt Cardona a little bit. Well, he was in the indies, he was kind of documenting a little bit of that, but nothing too crazy.
It makes sense, though, to get those numbers. You got to talk about what people want to hear about and they want to see.
But it also becomes oversaturated.
Yep. It definitely does.
I think the fact that we're also shifting our focus on the indies, we're taking advantage of it. We should take advantage of it.
Absolutely. There are a lot of really incredibly talented indie wrestlers out there.
And that's where they start before heading to the big leagues. Even some people don't even want to head to the big leagues. Everyone has a story, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially after talking to Clint. Like, for those listening or watching, you guys should really check out the interview. But he said some part in the interview where I asked him whether or not he wanted to travel anywhere else, or he wanted to take the show to a next level or anything like that. And he said he just wanted to stay within his community and spread awareness. I respect that. So everyone's wrestling journey is different. It's not just about heading to WWE, heading to AEW. I want to be on TV.
You got to have somewhat of an ego to want to do that anyway. I definitely had that sort of flame when I went to school to make electronic music. You kind of have to have that
It was a
to even
drive.
do it.
You would have to need the drive.
Yeah, exactly. You got to
Get where
believe
you
in
are.
yourself. And of course, with that, it has to come with some ego. How about this? You believe in yourself.
You just need to believe in yourself. Or just fake it till you make it. Works either way, but we've been doing that for a whole year. We have confidence. We're confident.
That's for sure. We sure are confident.
Do you have a favorite episode we made?
I've actually been kind of going back and checking them out. I liked the one we did where we talked about our indie wrestling experience. The show that we
I
went to,
knew
and
it.
SmackDown.
Yeah, our story time did relatively well. It did pretty good.
I also liked that Ginger video I did.
That one was good. I like that one. You made me read the promo.
Yep.
All right, so our favorite episode was the story time. I'm not surprised. We actually had fun with that one. I'm not saying that we didn't have fun on the others, but we had fun.
Yeah, we did. I thought it was pretty good. Also, the interview with Cam was a lot of fun.
Yeah, despite the glitching and the lagginess, it was pretty fun for our first time, yeah.
Yeah.
And bless, he did most of the talking.
Great guy. Great guy. We gotta get him on the show again one of these days.
5 years later. Actually, no, not 5 years later. Maybe when we start growing a little bit more, and then we'll do a whole recap.
Yeah, exactly. But we're gonna be making a lot more content, and even though I now have a full-time job, I am going. You guys will be seeing me more on the YouTube channel and on Instagram.
I'm just here.
He is here, and
I just take care of social media, and I'm here when we need to say something on the podcast, but I'm here.
yes, and she was there to interview Clint.
Yeah, that was my first time. I was there. He was not there, but I was there.
I was not there.
No. But what do you, since you're gonna be partaking more in the show now, what's in store? What do you got planned?
Oh, obviously the build up to WrestleMania, we were probably gonna do milk some content out of that. Expect more short form content made by me, and of course more of the long form content, like the style of the Ginger video, and even more in like style of the review video for the Royal Rumble. So yeah, expect a lot more of that. Expect more interviews, and just expect us to be more present, because we were not present for 2 months, and just before we posted that video with Clint.
Not letting go of the pizza this time. Well, I mean, I
We're
was
not-
kind of holding on.
Not letting go of the pizza. Yes.
But other than that, it's been a great episode 15, and Happy New Year and happy anniversary to the both of us, because what's in store, I guess you guys have to find out.
Yes, and we will see you on the next one. Take it easy.